Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph Ganowski, your dating and relationship coach for men. And in this video, I'm going to talk about breaking up with a woman politely and maturely. How to go about it like a gentleman. Okay, so before I dive into that topic, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified every single time I put out a new video, giving you guys fresh content in the dating and relationship world. So into today's topic, there's 3 different parts of letting a woman down smoothly, politely, maturely, like a gentleman, however you want to put it. So step number 1 is to bring awareness to the opposing issues in the relationship. So why are you not compatible? Bringing this up to her and being very clear and precise as to why you're not compatible, why things are not working, why you have different values than she does, and speak out those values. Too often we're having a difficult conversation, and instead of getting specific, because we're afraid of hurting the person's feelings, we are too general, in which case hurts the person's feelings a lot more, because if you're not specific enough, they have no idea what you're talking about. So there's a really big difference between, we have different values, it's not gonna work. Or, I value my health to this extent, and that's what this means. It means I want to go to the gym at this time of day, and I want to eat healthy, and that's very different for you, and that affects my life because blah 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 blah. See what I mean? Like getting really specific. Also talking about goals, future goals. If you want kids, how many kids do you want? When do you want kids? Going into more of that specific stuff for the future of like how much money you want to make, where do you want to live, what type of home does your ideal home look like? Getting more specific around that can also give the person some relief where it's like, okay, wow, yeah, I don't want all those things. That's true, I don't. So it helps them understand, like, it's not just me, we're not compatible based on, our future goals, our dreams, our values, our ambition. If all that stuff is very far off, it's very hard to be compatible in a relationship. Step number 2 would be confirm that she can see from your perspective, or that she understands these points. So you're confirming with her like, okay, can you see how that makes sense to me? Can you see why this is important to me? So you're asking her questions to get her to have the response of, okay, yeah, I get it. Like, I get why that would be an opposing issue. Like, I can see how extreme it is and how much it affects your life. I can see that it's important to you. And of course, she's not gonna be so understanding unless you come from that understanding place first, right? And ask her questions based on, can you see how important this is to me? Can you see how this really wouldn't work for our future? Can you see how you can be better off doing this and I could be better off doing this? So it's just getting more clear, but making sure that she sees it, right? Because you don't want to just talk and bring awareness to it and then find out she didn't hear a word you freaking said. Okay, so it's always good to make sure you have that other person's perspective in mind and that they get it, they get it. Step number 3 is express appreciation for that person, for what I have notes on my whiteboard, but for what she did to bring to your relationship. Like, what did she do for your relationship? End on a note that's, you don't always have to compliment the person when you're trying to break up with them and overly compliment. You want to be truthful. You want to say, look, this isn't working because this and this. Like, I want to be upfront and honest, but it's also nice to end telling the person, and this difficult conversation, telling the person, but look, this is what you did bring. This is what I did learn from you. This is why this relationship was good for me. And, no relationship is wasted time if you learned from the person, if there was a lesson that came out of it. And I believe that there's a lesson that comes from every single person we date. So whenever you guys get in that mindset of, I don't want to waste time and date this person, I'm wasting my time, I don't even want to go into that because I probably waste my time. Like, we tend to avoid relationships just because potentially we might waste time. When at the end of the day, you will learn from every single person that comes into your life. So don't ever be afraid to push yourself into a new situation, even though you're unsure. Test it out. Go into the relationship. See what happens. Anyway, diving back to step 3, which is express appreciation for what she did bring. This doesn't mean you have to get all fluffy and foo-foo around, buttering her up or complimenting her to the max. That's not what this conversation's about. It is about leaving this person with a sense of respect and appreciation. That feels good. It's going to feel good for you and for her leaving this conversation. But even if the one thing you have to appreciate from her is clarity, then say that. You don't have to say, oh, I love this about you and I love this. But even just saying this relationship brought me a lot of clarity on what I want. And I'm thankful for that. I appreciate that a lot. And I'm sure, like, hopefully it brought you something too. And I'd love to talk about that a little bit if you would like to. If not, I understand. So it's just putting yourself in that place of having some appreciation for the relationship and expressing it, being more specific. Like I said, specifics really help the other person understand where you're coming from versus those vague general responses that most people tend to do, especially in difficult conversations. So follow these steps. Step 1 is bring awareness to the opposing views, right? Number 2 is confirm with her that she sees it from your point of view. Step 3 is express appreciation for what she did bring to the relationship. Okay, guys, so hopefully that helped. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell notification so that you know every I don't know when I'm going to be putting out videos, but this way, if you hit the bell, you'll be notified when I do. So I hope this brought value. I hope this helped you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.